Over 20 years ago, James was accused of first-degree rape. He was convicted of this. He served 10 years. He served his time. James and I reconnected 3 years ago. We married in June. He told me that he was accused of first-degree rape. He was accused of holding her at gunpoint for 2 days. I don't believe Jim did any of this. I will never believe he did any of this. I know Jim personally from when we were young children. I know the type of man he is. He respects women. He's shy. He's laid back. He's a great man. I wouldn't bring my grandchildren around him if I didn't believe that he was a safe man or if I believed that any of this was true. All I really know about this crime is that it's false. She filed false. She filed all lies. There's proof in the paperwork, but the judge, the lawyers, for some reason didn't find him innocent. They just sent him away. At first, I wanted to wait to get married until the lie detector test was taken, but I love him so much and I believe in him so much that I did marry him. The thing that really bothers me is he has to continue to register as a level 2 sex offender, which he is not. This is something that follows us everywhere. He can't get a job. I can't get a place to live. I'm living in a hotel because we can't find a home because of this. It is horrible. Living in a hotel is horrible. My grandchildren having to live in a hotel, go to school from a hotel we've been fighting this for a year, trying to find a home, and it's become so impossible. And every time I find something good, they do a background check and we lose everything. If Steve reads those results and they are true, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. I will feel heartbroken. I would not marry a man like this, and I would do everything to protect my grandchildren before I let any man into their life that has been accused of something this bad. He best not fail this test.
James, that's your wife on the tape. Are you guilty of this crime that you did 10 years in jail for?
No, sir.
Have you ever been accused of any kind of sexual abuse or had been in any legal trouble before your rape charge?
No, sir.
No. So you had a clean past?
Yes, sir.
So when you go back to the night in question when this rape accusation or charge against you, what happened between you and your ex?
Well, it was pretty much a normal night, I guess. I was going for classes to get my GED. I had an essay due on Friday. We both went. We had done a couple of shots, and she had read the essay that I had due on Friday. We had went to bed. Thursday before I went to work, we had intercourse. After that night, Thursday night, went to bed and woke up the next morning, and there was 3 police officers in my bedroom pointing a revolver at me.
But what did you think?
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Everything's fine 1 minute, you wake up the following day, and the next thing you're being accused of something that did not happen.
What exactly what was the situation that she painted to the police?
That she was held at gunpoint and held for several hours and raped.
Did you own a gun?
No.
You didn't have a gun in the house?
Yes, there was.
Whose gun was it?
It was a friend of mine. I was in the process of getting my dealership license for automobiles, and I wanted to get a pistol permit to leave here. Well, to leave there, well, I was up in Canada or down south buying vehicles, so I went to a friend who had a pistol permit, and I showed it, and that's when everything went crazy.
So this friend gave you a gun and you kept it in the house?
I only had it for less than 24 hours.
But the ex didn't like that you had the gun in the house?
No, but she knew when we first got together that I wanted a dealership license and I wanted a pistol permit.
So you think she just wanted to get rid of you?
I'm assuming that's one of the reasons why she did it. And
So did you plead guilty?
I didn't have a choice.
What do you mean you didn't have a choice? You always had a choice.
I wanted to go to trial. Yes, you're absolutely correct. I wanted to go to trial. My attorney didn't because the arresting officers took a statement, and you could take my statement and her statement and put them together, and they'd almost be identical.
Okay, but
And
the point is,
when he
the
came
judge
to me,
said, "Are you guilty?"
My attorney told me that I should say yes.
And so you said yes.
I was never been in trouble before. I was supposed to.
And you said yes.
Yes, I did.
You took a lie detector test, right?
Yes, I did.
Any chance you're going to fail?
No.
But she's saying, man, if you fail, you might be out the door. Maybe not, but you might be out the door.
Well, if I fail, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to make up a story.
Okay,
Wasn't
let's
raised that
meet
way.
your wife, Christina.
I'm going to be with you all the way.
Amy, thank
I
you.
love you.
I love you too, and I appreciate all the support.
So, Christina, you have 2 young granddaughters, right?
Yes, sir.
And they live with you
Yes, sir.
for whatever various circumstances you're raising them.
I am raising them.
Okay, and you had known years ago that he went to prison, and he says, hey, I got to register as a sex offender. It's not going to be easy.
Yes, but I just don't understand why you pled guilty. That's the one big thing that's bothering me the most. I don't understand it. If you didn't do it, why did you plead guilty?
I didn't have a choice.
Okay,
My mother-
let's stop saying that.
There's
You
always
had a choice.
Then I'll explain
Yeah.
it. My choice was this. It's either I go to trial, put my mother who's dying of cancer in a wheelchair on the stand, and I wasn't going to have it.
You weren't going to put your mother on
I
the
was
stand?
not going to put my mother through
So
that.
you said, I'll do 10 years in jail.
I swallowed my pride.
Oh, man, come on.
I
So you
know.
got to
That's
say
the
something
honest
better
God
than
truth.
that.
I'm having a hard
That's-
time dealing with that.
Listen,
Well,
if
that's
my
the
mother
truth.
and father both were dying of cancer on their last day of their life, I'd have put them on the stand so I wouldn't go to jail. And your mother wouldn't want to go to jail. Did she really want to say, I'm dying of cancer, so put my boy in prison, I'll never see him again?
No.
No, because the day that I had to plead guilty, she stopped her chemotherapy treatments.
Right, she gave up.
But I add that he's never been in trouble
So
before
let me ask
that.
you this, Christina. Here, on the tape, you're like,
There we go.
I would never put my granddaughters in this position, and we're living in a motel, it's so hard. As much as you love James, why would you make it so hard for yourself and your granddaughters to be with the registered sex offender that impacts your life, impacts your granddaughter's life? Why would you be with someone that just makes your life so hard at this stage of your life?
Because I believe he's innocent 100%. And it wasn't his fault that we were homeless. That was going to end up happening to me either way.
Right, because of other situations and circumstances. And you said on the tape, if he fails for some reason, what would your decision be?
He's done his time. He's served his time.
So you would stay with him,
I'd stay with him,
even if he did?
yes.
Okay.
But I don't believe he did.
James, we gave you a lie detector test and we asked you, on the night that you were arrested, did you hold an ex-girlfriend at gunpoint? You answered no. On the night that you were arrested, did you have sexual intercourse with that ex-girlfriend? You answered no. The results of your lie detector test, the results came back the same to each question, and they came back that James told the truth.
I knew you did.
I got no reason to lie. I wasn't raised that way. But go on.
Just hearing the story, and talking, like I said, I was talking to my wife about it. I said, it's very unusual that anybody
How do you
gets
think I
convicted
feel?
of this. And that's where I just go back to, was it worth not fighting it and spending 10 years in prison? I mean, you got to have some regrets about not fighting it, right?
I have a lot of regrets, Steve.
Yeah.
But you see, my mother came first.
Your mother would have gladly taken her last breath on that stand
I think
to
she
keep
would have
you
too.
out of jail. The person that did this to you, I hope they watch this and they feel terrible for what they did to you. They stole 10 years out of your life, stole part of your mother's life, and that's
I actually
that's
stole the
horrible.
rest of my life. And 6 years ago, when I ran into that individual, they're telling me they've gone on with their lives. Why haven't I gone on with mine? I can't.
Right. It's tough. It's tough with this situation. I hope appearing on the show today and, whoever had doubts about you sees this results for you. I hope that
Thank
your
you so
situation
much.
somehow could improve. I don't know, maybe you go somewhere and you try to get your record expunged or whatever. I don't know if that's even possible, but I just hope that this between the two of you helps you. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you came on the show. Take care.
Thank you. I love you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
I was raped.
My name is Steve Wilkos, and I'm an investigative talk show host with a law enforcement background.
It was my life or his.
My job is to get truth and justice for everyday people. Watch our videos now.